Shalom, my friends, this is Max Joseph, and I'm here because I just saw Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit is directed by Taika Waititi, and it stars Roman Griffin Davis, Thomasin McKenzie, Taika Waititi, Scarlett Johansson, Sam Rockwell, and Rebel Wilson. Story goes like this. It's about a young and lonely German boy during World War II. His idol is Adolf Hitler. He dreams of serving him and his country. But his whole world is turned upside down when he finds out that his mother is hiding a young Jewish girl in their attic. Joined by the hilarious, idiotic, imaginary friend Adolf Hitler, Jojo must confront his own issues and his blind nationalism. My friends, before I get into my bullet points, let me just say that I have been left speechless. I'm going to do my best to put it into words, but the one thing I walked out of that movie knowing for certain, I am so proud to be a Jew. There are some movies that will hit you more than others, especially if it's something that has personally affected you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your people. And so when a movie comes along that is about the Holocaust, I have a direct connection to it. And whether it's a drama like Schindler's List or a comedy like Inglourious Basterds, I'm very affected. Yeah, even if it's a comedy, just like this, like Inglourious Basterds, I get emotional because I have that connection. So when I saw Jojo Rabbit, I was very affected. Did I laugh? Very hard. Did I cry? Very hard. Don't let the trailers fool you. Yeah, it's a comedy, but there is some pretty intense drama that, top to bottom, it is done masterfully. So all that being said, here are my bullet points for Jojo Rabbit. Bullet point number 1. Let's begin with Jojo himself, Roman Griffin Davis, who is unbelievable. This kid is 11 years old and gives one of the best performances I've ever seen from a child actor. Oh, and this was his first film role that he's ever done. Ever. He's hilarious. He is heartbreaking. He carries the movie with such ease, like as if he'd been in the business for 50 years. Alas, he's brand spanking new, and he will likely have a very, very long and well-deserved career in front of him if that is what he chooses to do with his life. Bullet point number 2. Thomasin McKenzie. First off, can't wait for you to be nominated for an Oscar. Second, I talk about it all the time, but there is so much beauty and power in silence and stillness. There is a scene where she just sits and listens and doesn't say a word. And we just get to watch her experience what's being told to her. And it is one of the most beautiful moments of the film. Which is so funny because there's so much stuff happening, but one of the most memorable moments for me was just this still moment. And a lot of the time, watching someone react will be more powerful to me than a big flashy monologue, which, don't get me wrong, I love those.
I could have been a contender.
But there's just so much power in the silence, and if it's used appropriately, it can scream so much louder than anything. And because Mackenzie's character is a Jew, it just adds to how powerful not being allowed to make a sound can be. Bullet point number 3, Scarlett Johansson. This woman is having the year of her life. She started it off with a stellar performance in Avengers Endgame, and then she does this, and then coming up she has Marriage Story. I haven't seen Marriage Story, but as of now, I think that this right here is her best work. She brings so much love and joy to Jojo's mother, and it just looks like she's loving every minute of the work that she's doing, and it really shows. I'd give her a supporting actress nomination for this, but I doubt that they'll give her a double nomination because she will certainly be nominated for lead actress for Marriage Story.
How are you doing?
But it's possible. Bullet point number 4. Sam Rockwell continues to impress and continue down his road to play the most characters in movie history who are either racist, anti-Semitic, or sexist. But, in all seriousness, he is constantly crushing everything he's in. He's one of those actors that, no matter my feeling on the film itself, I always think he's fabulous. I think I'm just ready for him to play someone who is not a pig. Bullet point number 5. This film was gorgeous to look at. With stunning production design and flawless cinematography, It kind of had the look and feel of a Wes Anderson film. The color palette is bright and vibrant, but then when it would turn a little darker in the film, it went to mostly grays, and it changed the entire mood just like that. And it was all helped by two very important factors. The first being the brilliant score, and one of my favorite parts of the film, the costume design. Waititi returned to Maze C. Rubio, who also did the costumes for Thor Ragnarok, and that was a very smart choice because I'd say these are at the very top of the list for costume design this year and will hopefully carry into the awards season. Bullet point number 6. The last one is about our writer, director, and supporting actor, Taika Waititi. I cannot with this man. Talk about a triple threat. He's giving me some serious Lin-Manuel Miranda vibes. He can do everything, and he does it really well. The screenplay is brilliant. It has the perfect amount of comedy, the perfect amount of drama, just the perfect amount of everything. He even manages to throw a bit of suspense in there. I have a prediction that this is where the Oscar for the film will come from, in the form of an adapted screenplay. And I just can't with his Hitler. He had me falling out of my seat. I accidentally spit out a peanut M&M because of the ridiculousness and the antics that he was doing in front of me. He was able to make a fool of the most evil person to ever walk the face of the planet, and it was glorious. He also has a chance at director, which would be very well deserved. I feel like nobody could have pulled this off except Waititi. And I think one of the reasons this film is so wonderful and so well done, and why it was pulled off so perfectly, is because it was written and directed by a Jew. And you know what? That means something. I'm giving Jojo Rabbit 5 stars. And it is officially my second favorite film of the year, and will most likely stay there. Beautiful. My friends, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at mjoseph492. And if you really love me, please consider being a patron on Patreon, where you can get patron-only content, guest interviews, giveaways, and lots more. You can even give me a film to review or a song to cover, and that video will be dedicated to you. Shalom, my friends.